Good morning, all. It's your baby boomer, Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, and welcome back to Create and Relate. This morning, um, not feeling really great. Uh, my anxiety is no, my anxiety is very up, and so is the depression level. But we're gonna get through today like we've been through all the other days. I had a down and up weekend, I should say. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Um, Yesterday was beautiful. I could say yesterday was a little bitter and a lot sweet. I have three children of my own, two beautiful young ladies and a gentleman. And I got to spend most of yesterday with my two beautiful young ladies. Yay! And my grandchildren, yes. I was only missing my son, but he's all the way in Texas. And like I said, I'm here in Virginia. So today, I have this funny color yarn. I don't even remember the name of the color. I'm basically a Karen 1 pounder user. Um, and it's a bit of a barf situation going on here. But the main piece is intact. And I don't like the yarn barfs. They leave a bad taste in my mouth. So what I decided to do was go ahead and crochet this down. Last month my challenge was the 100 hats. It didn't quite make my goal. This month it was the little ball of yarn from Dollar Tree per day. Well, I was gifted 10 balls, and actually something beautiful came from those 10 balls. I have to show you. Hold tight. I'm back. Did you miss me? So I started on this cute little dress for my granddaughter. It's not quite finished, but for the most part it is. I want to put like a really cute ruffle at the bottom in this color so that I'll have all three colors there. And I decided to just give her the little ties. Boy, it's so cute. And when she wears it, I don't know what it is. I really like the long waist. It kind of accentuates her, and I guess that's me wishing I had that shape. But she is shaped like her mama, and they are so cute. Also, just been like, I started on a blanket. I think you heard me mention before about the fact that I followed Dalen Spratt in the Graveyard Shift and Ghosted and Roasted and the Ghost Brothers and Dalen Eats. Yes, and his wife Stacy had a birthday last. Mm-hmm. Don't hold me to it. I think it was Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, but it was the 5th. And my daughter's birthday, my oldest daughter's birthday, is on the 5th as well. So I reached out to Stacy via Instagram and wished her a happy birthday. And of course, she sent a birthday wish to my daughter. And I decided I wanted to do something for them as a family. It's Dalen, Stacy, and their daughter, Axel. And they also have two beautiful puppies, Tito and Taco. So those of you who know me and my crochet know that I love doing the graph cans. So yesterday, didn't feel too much like working on the blanket. Didn't give myself a time limit on the blanket, so I was grateful for that. But what I did was found a lot of pieces, a lot of whips that I started that I knew I wasn't going to get back to, at least not right now. And for right now, being that we are doing a lot of redecorating in the house, if you see me touching the screen every now and then, I keep getting these pop-ups that I really don't need. So I decided to repurpose the yarn. So yesterday, out of the repurposing came, okay, go away, go away, go away. I got too much. There we go. I got 3 scrunchies. I also did another bucket hat and another huge slouch hat. And they go, the hats and the scrunchies sell really well. The ear warmers, they sell at different times of the year. I've not yet done a craft show. I've not yet done a craft show in the state of Virginia. I did one, I can't say the state of Virginia because I did one at Cherry Stone Park one year we went camping. But it rained and I really didn't take, my niche is blankets. But they take too long to make, and I find that a lot of people who don't generally order blankets are not willing to pay the price for the work that you put into them. I'm a pretty fast crocheter, but that doesn't mean that I'm not putting in the work. Whether it takes me a week or 3 months to do a blanket, if it takes me $50 to buy the material, it's not fair to me that you feel that I should only charge you for the price of the material or just a tad over. I mean, even if it takes a week, then you're looking at what, $300, $400 possibly? And it depends, But anyway, we're not going to ramble about that. One of the things that has me kind of depressed today or bummed out is aging. I'm facing a situation right now with my insurance, and because of that, it's kind of going to mess with my disability, which is going to knock out another insurance, which means that I won't be able to get the medical care that I need. I'm starting to feel that being disabled and being a seasoned woman, the government kind of puts you in this pile where you're more than expendable. They just want you to kind of kill over. And it's upsetting. I told myself I was not going to cry during this video, so I'm not going to cry during this video, but I have shed a lot of tears over this. And it's not a comfortable position to be put in. But like I said, we have to learn to advocate for ourselves. And please trust and believe in the next 50 minutes or so, it won't be no camera going on. Yeah, because I will be, like right now it's like 8:10, but I will be calling these organizations and trying to get the situation straightened out. What it is once I became disabled, at the age of 57, I think it was, 57, 58, I became eligible for Medicare. I had Medicaid all along to cover my medical expenses. So once the Medicare kicked in, they have parts A, B, C, and D. Still haven't been able to figure all of that out. I think A is the medical, B is, there it goes again. B is the, I think it's the prescription if I'm not mistaken. Sorry about that. Okay, I think B is the prescription. C I don't know, but each one of them covers something. You got the medical, you got prescription, you got hospitalization, and you got something else. But when you get your disability check, the prescription portion generally comes out of your check unless you have assistance to help you pay that, because it's like close to $200. They don't give you a lot in your check to begin with. They don't. They don't. So I get this letter over the weekend telling me that Medicaid is no longer paying for my insurance. For my prescription insurance. And they're gonna start taking that out of June's check. Well, they're gonna take out like 2 months worth in June, and then starting in July, I'm like, my rent. Thank God that my daughter and I live together, but if it were left all on me, I couldn't afford a roof over my head as it is. And now you're taking from me. And all of this stems back to the recertification for the Medicaid. I never got any recertification papers, but I got a notice in the mail saying that they were going to terminate it because I did not turn this information back in on time. So, being proactive, I went up there, explained the situation. The lady said, no problem. You can fill out the paperwork here. And I did. They said that my Medicaid would run out at the end of April. This was like the first week of April. I got the letter on a Wednesday. I was sitting in their face on Thursday. Got everything filled out. Got the receipt that I turned this information in. Still haven't heard anything until I got this information from disability. And like I said, it's frustrating because I know I'm doing my part. And losing any part of my insurance, and the way it trickles down for me is because along with the Medicare and Medicaid, I got what they call Medicare Advantage, which is another insurance. So it's like you got three insurances here. Well, the one I have is United Healthcare, better suited my needs. And along with that, I got my dental coverage, I got my vision coverage, and all tests and everything that I need, I'm covered. And especially with the conditions that I have. So I feel really good about what I got. Well, we also get like a stipend that goes along with it that you can use for healthy foods or over the counter um, products in the health and beauty aid section of, say, a superstore, which I live next door to a Walmart. So Walmart for me. And they're kind of particular about, like, I can get alcohol. We use a lot of alcohol and peroxide, Band-Aids, vitamins. I used to drink Ensure. I had to stop that, but my Ensure, um, toothpaste, toothbrushes, mouthwash, Vaseline, um, a lot of those things you can use that card for. And like I said, there's certain grocery items as well. So it was kind of helping us along. Losing the Medicaid not only means that they would take this almost $200 out of my check, it means that I would have to pay for my prescriptions as well. So you're taking that $200. Now you're telling me that I got to pay for my prescriptions. It's another catch to that too. And then the Medicare Advantage program requires that you have the Medicaid in order to keep them. So if I lose that, then all I'm left with is Medicare. Medicare says you have to have this prescription program. You have to have it. Okay, so you're going to take $200 of my money My medications come to like four and change. So now we're looking at $600 a month that I gotta spend, that you're taking away from my rent, my electric bill, and all the other little stuff that we need around the house. The toothpaste, the toothbrushes, the mouthwash, uh, and other stuff my daughter takes care of, even because all of her money at that point is going to have to go towards just us existing. That's why I said I think that they feel when you get to a certain point in life, you're expendable. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care. And it's unfair. It's unfortunate and it's unfair to us because we fought to get where we are. I paid into my disability, and my social security. I've worked since I was 5 years old. When they first started taking taxes out at the age of 18, I was there doing that. When I say I started working at 5, yes, I did. My aunt Florence Evans in Wilson, North Carolina, had a little country store. And I used to go in there with her. I didn't do anything but work the register and sweep them out the floor, but that's what I did. And especially during the hours of, I think it was 12:30. No, well, back then it was 1 to 2. That's when the Young and the Restless would come on. That's when her stories would start. And the mornings we were kind of slow anyway. It was basically opening up the store. And yeah, that's what I did at the age of 5. And then of course growing up there were other jobs, other little things, helping neighbors wash cars, helping neighbors, sitting with older neighbors. Um, my mom would, the lady that we used to live next door to, Miss Boone, bless her heart, she asked, she and my mom had a conversation, and my mom asked Miss Boone if she could babysit me sometimes so that I wouldn't have to go all the way across this major street to another lady. And she said, well, it would be more like she's babysitting me. And she said, so for that, I won't charge you anything. We'll just be looking after each other. And then the word kind of got around that I would sit with her. And there was another lady down the street who ended up being our next door neighbor when we moved to the next neighborhood. But her daughter came down and talked to mom and asked if it would be okay sometimes if I went down and sat with her just for like a couple of hours, a couple of days a week. But yes, I have worked since I was 5. But in all of that, I'm saying for me to have paid into my future and to have them dibble and dabble and just take it away at will, I have an issue with that. I have a problem with that. But I had to get all of my tears out and get all of my frustration out and take my happy pill, hydroxyzine, so that I would be calm by the time I talk to somebody. I'm Sagittarius, y'all. I can be a bit abrasive, a bit abrupt, very honest. And I don't want to, I want the honesty there, but I want to be able to be tactful when I say it. So, yeah. Don't want to do it that way. Kind of fell in love with the texture. I have no idea that this will stay, but it looks good. I got this thing about taking stuff out and starting over, taking stuff out and starting over. I'm trying to break out of that. It's really hard. That's the obsessive part of me, that compulsion to be, or you know what I'm saying. I'm getting confused right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, that it's like it everything will be right, but it doesn't feel right, and it's like this drive. Or if I don't go back and correct it, or don't go back and restart it, then it kind of feels like gritting teeth or something, and it drives me batty. It drives me absolutely batty. See, I took it out, going back to the circle. I'll get it together. It'll work out. But yeah, that was the nugget for today. Um, just talking about how it looked over. I mean, I look at it even in terms of customer service. I case in point, went to Michael's to do some price checking a few days ago, and the gentleman in front of me, an attractive gentleman, um, the young lady called him up, and you know, she's all smiley and giggly and okay, part of it, yeah, she was flirting. I took the most part of it as being her customer service. And there were two people in front of me, by the way. The lady that was directly in front of me, um, younger, uh, both of us were brown skinned women. Both of us were plus size, but she appeared to be, I would say, in her mid to late 20s. So when she approaches the sales associate, they are making conversation. The lady's like, "Oh, what are you making?" She had like popsicle sticks and beads and those types of things, and frames, picture frames. And I'm my peak in my ears. I'm a crafter. I'm a creator. I'm trying to listen to see what she's doing too. So then when she finally gets to me, no conversation, nothing. Mind you, the only thing I got was a pack of gum. I understand, but no, how are you doing today? No, did you find everything you were looking for? No, uh, do you have the Michaels app? Do you have a number on file with us or an email address? And I'm looking like, does she see me? I mean, I know she does because she's ringing up the gum, but there were no pleasantries at all. None. Yeah. Weird. Weird, weird. Coffee. I don't know if I told y'all what kind of coffee I drink. I drink Folgers Black Silk. And my creamer is International Delights Almond Joy flavored. It's like drinking a chocolate bar for breakfast with coconuts and almonds. But yeah, I may jump on a little later today and either give updates as far as the crocheting is concerned, or even in my situation, one or the other. But I have appointments and things coming up, I have phone calls that I have to make, and I need to get my concerned adult voice on and hat so that my frame of mind is where it's supposed to be, and I can talk to people the way I would like for them to talk to me, which is very professional but kind of sweet. They say you collect more flies with honey than vinegar. It depends. But anyway, if you're trying to kill them, they're gonna go pull them right in. Yes, it will. But yeah, when you're going through situations, I guess that's all I'm trying to say. Stay on top of it. You are the only you that you have, and you are extremely important. I am too. And I'm just going to have to let these people know just how important I am. Yeah. And the fact that my paperwork is just as urgent as the next person's. I need my stuff to be processed just like the next person. And if they say they sent me something, they need to actually send it. Because I'm on top of getting it filled out and back to them. I mean, I could have taken it up to them if they had sent it. They're right around the corner. I could have thrown it, put a rock on it and thrown it and probably gotten to them. But it is what it is. You all go and have a wonderful day. And as we say in the graveyard shift, love, love, love. I will talk at you later.